Thanks everybody for joining the call, and if you watch the replay, thank you so much for taking time of your day. My name is Jack Hopman and I'm a local marketer, and I'm wondering, do you know what my first product was? My first product, I think, wow, 5 years ago, what I released as a launch, that was actually my call portal. My call portal, I believed so much in the call portal, so I spent about a year and about $40,000 to $50,000, crazy isn't it, before I launched it. And over time it has becomes his own entity. I have more than 1,000 users. This white labeled, and kind of because there's training and the functionalities there, it runs pretty much on his own. We have a full-time programmer who does support, and it is really a tool what you need to know that exists, and I will also explain why you want to use it for yourself and also want to use it for your clients. So once you're logged in, you go to the call portal screen and you can track calls, and there's nothing special on it. The website visitor calls a phone tracking number, and that phone tracking number gets forwarded to, I call it, destination number. But in that transaction from caller to receiver, you are in control what happens with that phone call. And I'm here to explain today what options you have. And I promise you, you will be amazed what you can do with a phone tracking number. So let me ask you a question first. And I like yes and no answers through my presentation, so I know you're engaged and I like those comments. So would you like on your own website to put your cell phone number? Enter yes or no. Do you think you like to everybody knows your cell phone number? I see only no, no, no. How do they get a hold of you? You don't like to receive calls, so you do all the effort to make it happen that they land on your website, and you don't connect it to your phone number. Do you know what the solution for that is? A phone tracking number. And with a phone tracking number, you can do amazing things. You can link it to your cell phone number, but I'm going to show you also what you can do much more with it. Now, I have another question. Who of you guys hates marketing calls? You know what a good strategy it is to avoid that? Do you know what a good strategy is to avoid that? Instead of, block them, but they change from number, okay? You can blacklist them, that helps for that, but then another one will call. Okay, so do you know what a good strategy it is? You have the phone go straight in a voice message system. Straight away. Okay? So you don't answer the phone. Do you know what? Don't you? That is me. Maybe you are different, okay? But that is me. I don't like to get interrupted during my work. Okay? I don't like that. I know I have to speak with my clients and with your members once in a while. So how I do that? I have the phone number go to voice message system. And once that voice message is left, I get a text message with the replay. Once I'm done with my task, I listen to the replay and I know right away if this is somebody who I am also interested to talk with. Okay, now I am in control, correct? And I can simply in the text message click on the caller's number and return my call. So I am in control that I don't need to listen to those marketing calls. I can finish my task and I can call back on my terms. Does that make sense? So I don't list my cell phone number on my website. I list a phone tracking number on my website. And I'm in control. I can do a lot of magic things. So let me explain what you all can do. So if you go to all numbers and edit a phone tracking number, you see all those options. And that is what I'm going to educate you what you can do. And there's a lot of options. So you see the IVR setting. I can enable that. So if I enable that, I can have the, say, press 1 to connect either with a destination number or voicemail. You guys know what an IVR system is? You see if you have multiple options, okay? So you call in and you have a company which has 3 different employees. Let's say press 1 for Jack, press 2 for Karen, and press 3 for support. Okay, now the interactive voice response system guides you to the right person. Okay, so that is more for company usage. You guys get it? Everybody knows now what IVR is, so that is more for companies, okay? Now, who of you guys likes to receive rather a text message than a phone call? Okay, text. So you can enable to say, hey, my tracking number was on the website. You can also text that. So you can say on the website, text this number. And you can forward to your cell phone number. So via the tracking number, you get a text message to your cell phone number. Wow! Do you see what's happening now? You can easily filter out the people you want to speak with without them to know your real phone number. You guys see that? So it's not only for phone calls that you can guide how you want to receive that call. You can also do that for text message number. they can text you, not showing your real cell phone number on the website or for the companies too. You guys understand that? So text or call, and they can text it. I rather call. I mean I rather text. I'm a text person. Do you know why? Every time when I pick up the phone, it takes me 15 minutes or 30 minutes. I don't want to speak 15 to 30 minutes. I'd rather have a text message and I can answer it in 1 minute. If you text back, your real number will show, correct. But then I'm in control, okay? I decide what I want to do. How do you get the caller or text person number? They will use their phone to text a number on the website. And that is a tracking number, and that message gets forwarded to your cell phone. Okay? Everybody get it? It's very powerful. Are you guys not amazed? Many of you guys haven't seen my product from the call portal, correct? I don't promote it very often. I do once in a while, but I want at least you to know what's capable to do. I want you to use it also for your own usage, so you don't show your cell phone number on the website. So IVR is interactive voice response. So Arden is asking that again. So interactive voice response is that the system gives a voice message, and depending on your choice, it will take an action. Okay, you can say, okay, press 1 to connect with Jack, press 2 connect with Karen, press 3 to connect with support, or press 4 to leave a voice message. Okay? Yes, there's tutorials here. Okay? So call ringtone. You can have the standard ringtone, but you can also have funny ringtones. If you want to come across very professional, you can have those other ringtones. Okay? There are several one of them. So you can change the ringtone. Now, the call recording. You can decide to record the calls. Very important for businesses. You can have a greeting, okay? You can say, this call may record for training purpose, or you can change this to other text, and or you can choose your own file. So you have a nice greeting, then, hey, thank you for calling the Roofer business. Please hold a minute before Karen will make your day wonderful, whatever you make of it, okay? So if you choose the text, you can choose the voice either to be a male or a female, and the accent can be American, British, Spanish, French, Italian, German. Okay? How does the payment plan work using your service? Okay? You go to plans somewhere, account plans. Okay? So that is the language. Then you go to whisper, and the whisper you can enable it, and the whisper message is who receives the call. So if you are the marketer and you do and you generate the leads for a dentist, you kind of want to brand yourself and say, hey, this is a call from Arlene. So they know that you generated that lead. Then the caller ID, you can show, okay, this is very powerful. I have to explain that a little bit. So you can show the caller number on the caller ID, or you can show the tracking number. So that's an option. But there is a new feature in town. Caller name lookup enable. So you don't not only can look up, you know, not only can look up the caller number and where they are located, but very likely they can find a person number with it. They know which street and which address. So there's a reverse lookup. That is an option if you really want to dig in deep. Okay. Then voice message. That is where I spoke about, correct? You can enable voice message. You can say, hey, if after X seconds, let's say 10 seconds, I did not pick up the phone, please enable the voice message. Wow. This is very powerful, all for you and for the client. So a little bit late, but let me ask you this question. What is the biggest problem you have when generating leads for local clients? They don't pick up the phone. They are busy to provide the service. So if you record that message and then email them or send them a text message with the voice message URL, wow, each lead, each call is saved. If I choose a tracking number to show, does their real number show in the system somewhere? Yes. Guys, get it how powerful voice message is? It's for you powerful. It is for the client powerful. This is something what you want to use. Email alerts. So the biggest problem local clients have is they don't answer the phone. So you want to email them when they get a call, or send them an email when they missed a call. You can do it with an email template, or what is very popular nowadays, send them a text message with the call information. Can I enter as many numbers as I want? Yes. So, wow, did you ever imagine that you can do so much with a tracking phone number? So you have an IVR system at your finger. This is more for companies, correct? You can have the call, the number text. I love this feature. I love much more texting than calls. You can choose your ringtone. You can record the call and you can set your own greeting. You can have the call receiver play now that you generated that call. I can either show the caller's number or the tracking number, and if you enable this, the caller name lookup, you can find out much more who placed that call. And my favorite feature is voice message. So with the voice message, I can use a system as a voice message system. And I get a text message and I can listen to the replay and I know if I want to handle that call or not. You can have email alerts for missed calls and also text messages for missed calls. And once you set all those settings for the tracking number, the calls will display on the call screen. Okay? And then those calls come in. You can listen to the replay. Okay? And you get a nice summary. Does that all make sense? What ways are the best to market the phone number to profit? Okay, there are two elements to it. One is you can go into the lead generating model. So for each call you can get paid. Okay. Then the second one is if you do marketing for client, you and the client like to know how much leads generated, which justifies your fees. So you can have it as improve. You can increase that something goes well with that call you generated. If they missed a call, they get a missed call notification. They can leave a voice message. Okay? If they start complaining, I don't get enough calls, you can look in the history how many calls you really get. You can listen to the replays of the recorded replays and you can find out how they deal with those calls. Okay? Can I call them back with this system? Yes. So you have action and you say call caller. And then the winners pops up and you can make a call. Okay? You can easily call in one click. You can easily call the caller back. Okay? If you go to companies, you can enable online lookup. So you can say company online access, you can enable that, and you can even say set what they are able to see, maybe all calls or call leads. So those are check boxes. So you determine what they can see from those calls. So they get a login. Yes, this can be used in Australia. So this, you can set up a client portal. Can we enter as many companies as we want? Yes. Okay. Do we have a record of all the calls that go to the system if we are using this for lead gen? Yes, it's all in calls. And if you do lead generation, you can also filter through those calls. So then you come to calls and you have a filter. And you can say the minimum duration so you don't count those short missed calls. Okay, if you can tag them all and you can say a new customer, okay, and you only count unique phone numbers. So if it's the same caller calls 5 times back, it only gets counted once. Does that make sense? I already own 2 numbers used in another system, but very expensive. Can I use the same numbers in a tracker system? Yes. So you have to go to numbers and then porting request. And then you add the new porting. Raymond said, this is something I need. Yes, this is this you need all the time. Okay. Now, this is really used by thousands of members. I'm not accelerating. This is really true. Okay. Now, Jack has something at the best part. Correct? the best at the end. Who like to show your own domain name? Wow. So it looks like it's your portal. It looks if clients log in, they say this is Todd Moss call portal. This is Karen portal. This is Jimmy portal. They don't see call CAD. You know how to do that? The white label? You know how to do that? So you go to account and click on white label. And then you enter a new not existing domain. And you see, let's say, Todd Moss call portal.com. And I check if this is available. And domain is available. So you have to fill out your information and then you click submit. And then on our end we get a notification, and within 24 hours we set up your white label call portal. And once you have set up your white label call portal, they don't see call CD anymore. They only see your domain name. And that's a big advantage. Okay, so now you can mark it as your system. Does that make sense? Is that not cool? How easy that process is? Under account, white label. Can a client purchase numbers through white label? No. They can only look it up. They see the result. You buy the numbers. Can we use existing domains? No. Okay. Was that not good, this training? When you woke up today, you were even think of this training? I have to admit something. Me either. Okay? During the day I was thinking, what didn't we have covered for a while? And I was thinking, yeah, the call portal really needs your guys' attention. You really want to use a tracking phone number on your website. What does the client do to enter their account to check their leads? They log in. With the companies, all companies, they get a username and password and they log in. But because the login is connected as a sub account from you, you see, 1 second. They log in and they get a username and a password, okay? Username and a password get sent. So once they are logged out, they get the same login screen, log in with the username and password, and they see what you would like them to see. Where do you get the new numbers? Numbers, all numbers. Okay. Let's go to a campaign and then add tracking number. Okay. And then search available numbers and then you select one. That's it. It's very easy. Okay, can you show me what the client actually see? Yes, you can easily log in as a client. Okay, company login, login, and then log in as company. Let's say I want to show all calls and call leads. And now I log in as company. Maybe I have to save first a setting. Let's see what happens. Okay, now you see, this is the screen what the company see. You see all leads and call leads. This is what they see. They don't see all that other menu. You see that? They see the basic stuff. Okay, they can listen to the recording. Okay, this is what they will see. Very simplified. And if you this is the company name, but it will be your domain name if you white label it. I'm using this to build credibility, sending PPC and collecting phone calls so I can share with others in the same niche. Yes, very good. How can we set this up for lead gen to charge for each call? So if you go log in as user, there's an invoice module. You see invoicing, and you have invoice settings. Now we're going deep. You can say pay per lead, pay per minute, fixed amount, or lead price per tag. You see that? Very flexible. You can even have enable automatic sending of invoices. So those invoices get automatically sent. So you can set the tags. There's so many invoicing settings. So if you really want to go in the lead business, you can do that. You can set up a merchant account. You can do prepayment. So there's a lot of options you have. Okay, so there's an invoicing module in it. You can go as wild as you want. Do you have website built just for lead gen by calls only? I do AdWords, so that is my main business. And that is that if I want to know how many calls it generate or the client wants to know, I use the tracking number. My main business is AdWords. That is how I make the most money. Do you use this invoicing and does it directly to PayPal and some other payment processor? Yes, you can use PayPal to accept credit card. You can enter the credit card if you have a PayPal business account. You can set up a merchant account and then take client's credit card to charge them. What do you recommend to retail price to them? Okay, so there's a training for that. In documentation I have to see, let's see, help manual. No, that is not what I was looking for. So there's a home advisor pricing table. Let's see where I can find it. Help, freaks ask question, campaign, numbers reports, integration general, how can I brand my portal, support, email setup, pay-per-call, lead sign-up form, multiple companies, online logout. So there's a lot of help. You see that? Resources. No, this is not resources. Okay, I will get that document from Home Advisor, what you can charge per client, but they pay Home Advisor, and that is where you can base it on. What about automatic payment via regular PayPal? That doesn't work. You need to have the business level. You can You can charge a client via PayPal, but not automatic. You can send them a link that they can click on it and they log in their PayPal account and pay them, but not automatic. That is where you need the Pro account for. I'm working on a payment portal, so the beta is ready in 3 weeks, so then you can create invoices and charge them per service agreement. That's pretty cool, right? If you haven't signed up yet, it's never too late. Chat, here's the link if you save it. Lena said, very cool, yes. Now the point what I really like is the voice message. Raymond said, make actually a very good point. Home advisors send leads to multiple businesses. If we send exclusive leads, we should be able to charge more, correct? Or you get client easily. That is an, how say, you know, if you pay $50 for Home Advisor and that same lead get the true businesses, why not pay $50 to me and you get only the lead? Is this pay portal going to use for everything? I don't know what you mean with everything. So that payment portal is going to use for do your charge to your clients. So can be any service. Okay, can also hourly based, can be it will be integrated with Stripe and PayPal, so and Authorize. So it's up to you how you want to integrate it. Stripe is really easy to set up. How do we control the lead if they see it before they pay? How do we control the lead if they see it before they pay? I don't know what you mean with that. So if you have an agreement with a client, okay, if their back office like I see, if their back office like I see here, okay, you can have a prepay with invoicing. You can do prepay. You say each lead is $50. Okay, I charge you $300 prepay, and the next 6 leads is going to pay for those $300. And when the balance falls below the $100, I charge you another $300. So that is kind of the prepay method. Can we set the calls so at night they are led to voice recorder? Yes. You have opening hours, all companies, and then you have companies, and then you have it's on campaign level. Here on campaign level you have opening hours. Okay, and there you can have another tracking number, and the tracking number goes to a voice message system. Okay, opening hours, and then you can say my opening hours are, and here you specify when they open. Okay, and when they're closed they call that other number. Okay, but we can add, if you want, if it is closed, it goes to the voice message system. That's actually a good idea, so we will implement that. The voice messaging system is really nice. What's new? Round robin. Round robin is also implemented, but I kind of don't want to go in that too much detail. It does include for the guys who want to know what round robin is. You can generate a call, and then that call get via how you like it shared with multiple clients, and you can multiple clients, and you can set, for example, the first one who picked up the call get the lead, or the ones with the highest priority, something like that. There's a lot of settings. Can round robin have its own IVR? Yes. Now, round robin gets connected to a tracking number, and that tracking number has settings, and one of the settings can be a round robin. One of the tracking number can have an IVR setting. So press the round robin is not press 2 for client B. No, that does not work. That doesn't make sense, I think. But it will get connected to a client on a certain way, and that client can have an IVR setting. Does that make sense? Do we get the phone numbers from? Yes, you order the phone number directly inside the system. Okay? You don't need to have any third-party other service. I want to send them to a local base. Yes. Okay, and you can specify those companies which are local base. Okay. Does the system remember who the round robin call was assigned to, so the client calls back it does to the same company? Yes. So what is the cost? Depending on your plan, the economic plan starts at $19.97 per month and $1 for the tracking number, so it's very affordable. You have nothing to lose with this. Are those numbers mine to keep? Yeah, they are assigned to you. If I cancel, you can pour them out if you want. But if you do that the first month and you keep doing that, it's a lot of work for us. So I don't want you to have the idea that I'm a cheap source for you to get numbers. Okay? Okay. So you guys excited how you can handle calls, how you can receive voice messages? You don't need to answer the phone anymore. You get text messages, and depending on that, you decide if you want to speak with a prospect or wherever it is on the website. You don't you solve your problem with those nasty marketing calls. Can the caller get an auto reply? Yes, they can. Can the caller get a text message auto reply? Not the caller, but the person who sent a text message can get an automatic text message reply. will use this for myself and business tracking. Good, Raymond. Manzet, another great call. Tell us how you use it with your other great product. Yeah. And more to come. More to come. There's a lot of more to come. The payment portal, another prospecting system, is all in the roll. Is this the same system you offer where the client gets immediately called back from company? No, yeah, this is the same system, yes. So you can do an email. If you go tracking email, we haven't discussed it, you instant connect, okay? You can put a tracking email on it, on the website. And the tracking email gets converted to a call. The client receives a call from the call portal and can press 1 to speak, to get connected with the website form submitter. Okay, so that's all included in the same portal. So there's a lot of features in the portal. It is almost a full business in itself, yes. But you can see this as a big barrel that has a lot of tools, or you just use a part of it. And that is fine. Okay? Could you repeat the email part you just mentioned? Okay. So I covered that a while ago. Let's do products instant connect. Where is that instant connect? Let me share that with you. See if you. Okay. Now pay attention.
Hi, this is Craig.
Hi, this is Tristan from Try for Glass and Tint. We just got an email that you're interested in getting your windows tinted.
Yeah, that was quick.
I was sitting in front of the computer.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're paying attention. And what is the price for that?
Normally, it would be $250, and I believe there's a special online right now for $179.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought. Phone rang when I was reading that. So, all right. Well, all good. And you've got my info, so I will just look forward to seeing you guys this Thursday at 9 in the morning.
Okay. With Instant Connect, you put an email tracking email in the form. That tracking email gets to the call portal. The call portal calls the client, and they can decide, hey, do you want to speak and do you have time to speak with the website submitter? And this is the kind of responses you get. Okay.
Hello. Hi, this is Marge Brooks. You just put a request for a quote in?
Yes.
Yeah, and it rings into the office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny that way. So if this is a good time, I'd be happy to give you a quote.
Oh, that'd be great.
You guys see those positive responses from the website form submitter?
Hello.
Yes, sir. May I please speak with Amy Burrett?
This is she.
Yes, you guys looking to rent a car service for 4 hours?
Yes, that was quick. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm still on your
We try
website.
our
Jeez.
best to accelerate, yeah.
You guys got it? How the system works, you define those tracking email into Instant Connect. You can Instant Connect, you get an tracking email, and you can use that in local team Jack to connect the team with the call portal. Okay, there's a training video for that. So Instant Connect and CD, the same product? Yes. Instant Connect is part of Call CD. You only have one price plan for $9.95. Depending how you scale it, for the white label is $10 more. So depending on the usage, but you start with the economic plan as starter, which gives you all the features what you need to use to set up your number. Okay, so thank you guys for your time. We passed about 1 hour training. I really enjoy this training because I do think that you need to be in control of your website, how you want to receive those calls. You want to use the voice message system. You get a text message with a replay. You want to track the results a client get. So if you have other numbers and other call providers, you can port them in. You go to numbers and then do porting request. So you can do so much with it. So thank you for your time, and next Tuesday 8 p.m. EST we have another training, and looking forward to see you over there again. Thank you so much.